Proclivity.
So I got these pants for $5 at the swap meet. Pretty brand new if you ask me. One thing I always check to see if there's a hole somewhere. I guess with experience, I'm starting to learn. But at 32, I wish the waist was probably like a 34, but I guess it'll stretch out as I wear them. I'm gonna cut the bottom of them right here. And I also was able to got my daughter some multivitamin gummies. I was able to get myself some vitamins. The lady sold me all this for $1 each, and I bought some honey. Some of them are past the expiration date, but they're vitamins, and I think one of them is probably like from like December to 2022, but most of them are from like about to expire this month or sometime in January. But yeah, it's cool. All right, guys, so let's continue chapter 5, the state of presence. Excuse me, start over. So it's Saturday evening. It's about 4:40, and I got to go to work at 5:30 to closing, so it's 5:30 to 10. I'm gonna try to just be in the now. Of course, I'm always anxious, but I got to realize where these thoughts come from and just kind of just even let those go, not try to figure it out too much. This bus is taking a little while. I wanted to go to Starbucks. I mean, it still had 50 minutes. I actually got to go pee, but so I could go to Starbucks, get just a black coffee and just kind of sip on it during my shift. Hopefully my coffee mug is there. I haven't been there since Tuesday. I had told my manager, because they had me off from Wednesday to Sunday, and I wasn't going to go back to work till Monday. And I had said, hey, I'm going to be next to my phone if you need me. And I guess when I told her that, she told the schedule manager to just give me like an extra day or something, because I would have had only like 16 hours of work this week, and they gave me like a 4.5 hour shift, which maybe like 20.5 hours. But good thing I checked my schedule. I wouldn't have known, because she didn't tell me that. I just assumed she was going to call me if she needed me. But I checked my schedule like on Wednesday, so I've been knowing I had to come in Saturday evening, which is all good. Like I said, this bus is taking a little longer than I expected, but I have plenty of time anyway. So 4.5 hour shift. I'll be all right. You know, I went for about a almost 8 mile run today. Someone was collided right now, but I went for about like 7.75 miles run today, and I don't know, I feel okay. It's all good. Like I said, that book that I've been reading, The Power of Now, I just gotta implement that into my life and just be glad that I'm here in the moment now, right now, here, and be conscious of the moment and not conscious of my past or the future. And if those thoughts do arise, don't identify with them. Be more an observer of those thoughts, because what's really real is the now, is me being here, So I think Eckhart Tolle has made a cult of himself. It's a helpful book, So peace. Coworker gave me a Krispy Kreme donut. Missed my bus, so I think it comes every hour now. So fuck, man. That's just whack. I don't know if I should get an Uber or just fucking wait, but I don't know, man. That's just whack. Fuck, I just got off the other bus too. Yeah, it was kind of early. Beautiful day. So when I started running from my starting point, I run about 3 miles. I run about 3.5 miles flat before I get to the hill. And I just jogged it. I didn't push myself too hard. Because one, I got off of work in the nighttime yesterday. By the time I got home, I ate late, you know what I mean? I ate a late dinner, so when I wake up early, I know I'm gonna have to, like, if I don't use the restroom, I go for my run. During my run, I'm gonna have to use the restroom. So I kind of felt like that earlier, like midway. I felt like I was like trying to hold in, but luckily it was just gas. So it didn't, it kind of disturbed my run. I was preoccupied on me, like trying to control the gas in my stomach as opposed to like running loose. But yeah, they're gonna find me. Man, she got cakes. But anyway, just it fell into place like that, you know. But anyway, so as I'm running up the hill, I look back and there's a dude running, like kind of behind me. Probably like, I don't know, he's probably like 70, 80 yards away. But like, man, he's gonna try to catch me because he's probably seen me here before. And everybody, they try to, I don't know, not to be like that. I don't really try to race people. But there's like a guy right here last time. We kind of raced each other. And, I thought it was that same dude. I'm like, he's gonna try to catch me, man. I'm like, fuck it, just keep your pace. Like I said, I wasn't trying to like overextend myself. I was trying to enjoy it today, you know? I wasn't trying to overstress myself out. And so, but I think I seen him with the dog, and I'm like, man, his dog ain't gonna be able to keep up with me. Like, he could probably beat me, but his dog ain't gonna be able to keep up. Like, he's gonna kill his dog, each other. So I was like, fuck it. But I didn't push myself too hard, but I told myself, if he passes me, fuck it, let him pass me. But then, I don't know. Nah, it's a different dude. But, I don't think he has a dog, but he looks quick though. The way he's running right now, it looks like he's fucking quick. But, yeah, but my competitive nature, I ended up pushing myself, but I didn't kill myself. I just, yeah, anyway. I felt like I started speaking low because there was somebody, that female I was speaking about. As I was speaking on my phone, I was like walking past her. I felt like a lame, but you're like like I was saying, nah, just go at your pace. If the person passes you, catches up, fuck it, let them. But then I found myself kind of like playing with it. Like when I really push myself, by the time I get up the hill, I'll start gagging. Like, so I was playing with it. I was like pushing myself enough to where I felt like my breathing was working. I was like breathing, but I was like, all right, if I go a little harder, I'm gonna start feeling that little tightness in my stomach where I want to like gag. But no, I felt smooth. I felt smooth running, and I did look back though. Like when I got to the last hill, I looked back, just like, fuck, is this guy gonna catch me? But it was a different person. But he didn't end up having a dog unless he tied his dog down there. Yeah, it's competitive. And yeah, anyway, peace. Bye. Hey. I'm married, bro. I just seen that female right now. She's beautiful. Yeah. I'm married, bro. I keep calling it the book of now, but it's the power of now. I'm actually implementing it in my life. I'm working on it. What's standing out the most, or what seems to me in one sentence, the purpose of the book is to not identify with your negative thinking, to catch yourself when you just have these uncontrollable thoughts, to not identify with them, to not allow yourself to believe, hey, this is who I am, this is real, to become an observer of your thoughts, to observe how you think and how it affects your emotions and your mood. So start observing yourself, get to know yourself, and become the watcher of your thoughts. So, yeah. Oh yeah, so I'm not gonna change in a day, right? So, but I'm not gonna overextend either. Like when I'm walking by, like right now, there's somebody coming in my direction. You know, I'm walking back to my folks' place for my morning run, and I'm not gonna overextend myself and act like, hey, hello, or engage in conversation when I know all it leads to is anxiousness, or I look people in the eyes too long, etc. And so what I just told myself right now is like, I'm not gonna try too hard. Hey. The dog was acting nice, like it was gonna sniff me. And so I was gonna be cool with it, and then switched up. Just kidding. Can't judge nobody. But right now I told myself, like, what I'm doing is good enough, even if it's not good enough for somebody else, or, you know, like even if I walk by and I may not say hi to nobody, I'm not gonna keep dwelling on it. I'm still gonna be in the moment, in the present being, and accept that I'm trying my hardest internally, and if it's good enough for me, it doesn't have to be good enough for anybody else. You know, let people think what they want about you. They don't know that they don't know what you're going through, and they don't know what you're working, or they don't know what you're doing until you tell them. They don't know who you are until you let them inside yourself. So, yeah, it's what I'm doing is good enough for me. It doesn't have to be good enough for anybody else, you know. Because if I'm wanting to be here right now and not full of all these thoughts and worries and unease and anxiety, I'm good. I'm good right now. I'm good. And everything else around me will be good. So, peace. I don't think it says it in this book of now. I mean, I think as an author, especially someone who wants to write a book to be able to sell it as well, you're kind of going to stick close to the thesis, right? The point of the story. He keeps always saying, oh, just be in the now. He always constantly reminds you, be in the now, be in the present. Be, being. Don't worry about other people when they drive by in their fancy cars. I'm telling myself this at the moment, trying to be in the present, not get distracted by, like this web of attachment of, I don't have this and they have that, or, that looks nice, you know, it'd be cool to have that, you know. Even if that's just not so negative, like, fuck that guy, he thinks he's better than me. It's more of a, hey, look at that car, it's cool, I wish I had that. Even that alone, I think it's why even have those thoughts? Just be in the moment, you know? So if you're always in the present moment and in consciousness and not stuck in the mind, I believe that you'll be ready for the good things that come your way, the good opportunities. And I come to realize, but even this is probably a mindful thought. It's not being totally in the now. But when you see people with their stuff that's better than yours, or you might not have nothing. You might not have no car. Probably have no home. You're like, man, I wish I had that. Or you see somebody washing their Tesla in the driveway of their beautiful home, and it looks like they're your age, you know. You're like, man, I'm 40 years old. I should be further in life. I have nothing to show for myself, you know. Could be somebody who's starting over, or lost everything, trying to build himself up, or is barely finding themselves now in like your middle ages. And if this thought helps, that person who has that nice car, nice home, they pretty much are like that kid that you grew up with who had nice toys. There's no difference, you know. The true level is inside, is your happiness, is your sense of being able to be in the now and not wanting to be in the future and not always focusing on the past. Just being in the now, you know. And being an observer of yourself. Don't identify with these things that you're trying to heal from. You know, so that's my thought. People are always gonna look at you and judge you. Can't escape that. It's not your problem. To the playground with my kid. She's all the way over there. Didn't realize how beautiful the area is that we live in the southeast part of Los Angeles. Hey, that's my main bee. She loves me, man. You want to smack her up. She's always coming to me with the same positive energy, you know? Wish I could keep a leash on a few of you. I'm just kidding. Peace.